Hello students, welcome all of you. After a long time we are learning computer, right? Okay, here we are starting our second semester lessons, right children? Now here in computer we finished our lesson number 1, introduction to computers, right? In that we learn what is a computer, right? Then after we learn input, program, processing, output, hardware, all these terms we learn, right? Then after types of computer, computer languages, components of computer, right? Then after input devices, okay, keyboard and mouse are two input devices. Then after output devices we learn regarding monitor, printer, right children? Then processing unit, okay, control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, then memory, okay, storage unit. Then we learn the types of memory, primary and secondary, RAM, ROM, okay, then hard disk, CD, DVD, all these secondary memory devices we learn. Then after advantages of computer, uses of computer, and history of computer generations, right students? So this is the small recap of lesson number 1, right? Today we are going to start lesson number 2, working with Windows. So students, be ready with your textbook, right? On page number 18, lesson number 2, that is working with Windows. Now working with Windows, right? So here new word is there, Windows, okay? So what is Windows? Windows is the operating system. So first of all we will see the little description about operating system, okay? So what is the operating system? Now operating system, that is one kind of software, okay? Now you all know regarding hardware and software, okay? What is hardware and what is software, that you all know, okay? Hardware means the computer devices, okay, that we can touch, right? Which devices? It includes the CPU, then keyboard, mouse, right, printer. All these are the hardware, or you can say the peripheral parts, peripherals, right, computer parts. Now software, okay, software, that is the series of programs, right? And what is program? Program is the series of instructions to perform the specific task, okay? So two terms are there, hardware and software, okay? Now what is operating system? Operating system is the system software, right? So it is the software, or we can say the set of programs that will run the computer system, right? In one sentence we can describe an operating system, that an operating system is the set of or series of programs that will run the computer, right? That will operate or run the computer system. Now the computer processes data according to the programs or series of instructions, okay, that are given by the user, okay? Here user will input the data, okay, user that input the data with the use of input devices, right, and then after the computer will process the data, right, according to the instructions or the programs given by the user, and then after give the appropriate output, right? Now to process any data, a computer needs hardware and software. Okay, as I said, two terms that you have to understand here, hardware and software, right? And to actually run a computer you need an operating system, right? So here operating system is needed for running the computer system, right? So that is the main function of operating system. Now in next paragraph, on receiving data from the input devices, the CPU sends it to memory. Okay. Now how the CPU works, or CPU works, that is given that on receiving data from the input devices, first of all what happened here? So here CPU, right, when the CPU receives the data from the input devices, right, then after the CPU sends those data to memory, right? Okay, the CPU then obtains data from memory and process it to obtain the appropriate output. It means that when CPU receives any data from input device, it sends those data to the memory, right? And then after the CPU obtains those data from the memory, right? And then after CPU will process those data and give the appropriate output, right? And then after the output will be printed on the monitor output device, right? The output is again sent to memory for storage, and then after CPU then gives the necessary instructions to send the information from memory to the output device or storage devices, right? So here again CPU will send the output to the memory or memory for storage, and then after CPU gives instructions to the memory or storage device that output will be displayed on the output device, right, that is on the monitor. So in this way the CPU will work, right? What happened here exactly? See here, CPU receives data from input device, right? Then after CPU will send those data to memory part for storage. Then after again obtains those data from memory. Okay, then after again sorry children, now again those data CPU obtained from memory, right, and then after it will process those data, right, according to the instructions given by the user. Okay, and then after CPU will produce the output, right? Now then after this output will goes to memory part. Okay, CPU will send the output to the memory part for storage, and then after gives instructions to memory to display the output on the output device, right? Now then after the CPU controls the entire working of the computer, right? So in this way CPU will work, and we can see the CPU controls the all working of the computer, right? But how does the CPU know what is to be done, then when is to be done, how is to be done, right? CPU will work in this way and it will control and manage all these function, right? But here the main question is that how CPU that when the CPU, when the function is to be done and how the function is to be completed, right, or done. Well, there are special programs that help the CPU to perform its functions. Okay, so for that purpose, operating system will be used. Right? Why operating system is used? For controlling this whole function of the CPU and to help the CPU to perform its task or functions. A series of such programs that are used to operate a computer is called the operating system. It means that the operating system that will help CPU to perform the different functions, these functions, right, and it will help CPU to operate the computer, and that's why it is called the operating system, right. Now operating system allows the computer to do all the tasks that you want it to do, right. So it controls the processes that store and retrieve data from memory of the computer. In short, operating system organize and control a computer. It means that here operating system will give command to the CPU that when the data receives from the memory, right. Now then after operating system will give command to the CPU that CPU will transfer those data to the memory, or the data or the output data can be transferred to the output device, right. So here operating system will give different commands to the CPU, and then after CPU works on the basis of the commands that are given by the operating system. So operating system will control and manage all the functions of the computer, right, and it will help the CPU for performing the different functions. Okay, so this is about operating system. Okay, what is the main function of operating system? That it will control the computer system, and it will use to the operating system will operate or run the computer system, and operating system is the series of programs, right, that is the set of programs, okay, that is used to operate the computer. Okay, it is the system software, right. Now we will see user interface. Now we will see user interface. Okay, now here the hardware and software systems that allow a computer use to communicate with computer is called user interface. Okay, what do you mean by user interface, right? So the hardware and software part, right, that allows a computer user to communicate with the computer. Okay, now user does not know how to communicate with the computer, right, and computer does not know the instructions of the user, right. So some here interface are given, that is called the user interface. Okay, so there are basically two types of user interface. First is command user interface, command line interface. And second one is the graphical user interface. So students, there are two types of user interface. Okay, first is command line interface and second is graphical user interface. Okay, now one by one we will see each of these interfaces. First is command line. Now what is command line interface? So in command line interface, that is called CLI, right? In this interface, the user has to type in text-based commands to give instructions to the computer. It means that it is totally based on the command. Okay, as name suggests, command line interface. It means that this interface totally based on these commands, right? So here the user has to type in the text-based commands, right, to perform this specific task, right? If user want to perform any task, then he or she has to type some commands, right? The commands are specific commands and syntax are here fixed, okay? And the user has to type those commands, that is the text-based commands, right? Now here when user type the commands, then after the appropriate functions will be performed, right? So it is totally based on the command, right? So here what is the main disadvantage? That user has to remember all the commands, right? All the syntax and format of the command. That is the main thing. So it is very difficult to use, right? Why? Because user has to remind each and every commands, right? Each and every syntax, formats, that user has to remind. So these commands are very used to understand, right? Very difficult to understand. Now these are some predefined set of commands that specify the operations that are to be performed in order to get the desired output. As I said, right? If I want to get some output, then I have to use the command, right? Appropriate command. Command line interface is not user friendly. As I said, what is the disadvantage? It is not user friendly. Okay, it is not user friendly, as the user has to remember or each and every all the commands, but also the syntax and rules of that commands, right? Here users have to remember all the commands, their syntax, formats and rules, right? So that's why it is very difficult to use. If there is a typing mistake, right, even typing mistake is there, or DOS does not recognize the command, and hence it will not carry out the specific task, okay? So if there any typing mistake is there, right, spelling mistake is there, syntax format mistake is there, then your command will not work, right? So here it will not work, and this is very difficult to use, okay? You have to remember each and everything here, each and every command, right? So this is very difficult. So it is not user friendly interface. Which one? Command line interface, right students? So this is the command line interface, okay? DOS, disk operating system. One example is MS-DOS, Microsoft disk operating system, right? This is the example of command line interface. It is totally based on the different set of commands, that is the predefined set of commands, okay? Now second one is graphical user interface. Okay children, so second one is the graphical user interface. Now what is graphical user interface? So that is also called GUI. Short form is GUI. Now what is it? So here it is the system that uses on-screen pictures and graphics which can be clicked on with a mouse to give instructions to the computer. It means that here the graphical representation is there. Okay. So it is totally based on graphical. So here some pictures or graphics are given onto the screen, and just the user have to click on these different pictures, right? With the use of the mouse we can click, and then after we can easily perform the specific task. So no need to remember any command here, right? So it is very easy to use, and that is called the user friendly, right? So it is very easy to understand, very easy to use, right? So here graphical user interface, you do not have to remember any commands, as I said, right? And you can just click on the tools or commands or the relevant buttons or icons on the screen to perform the specific task, right? You have to just click on the icons or the pictures, and then after you can perform the task. Okay, so very easy to understand, very easy to operate, and that is the user friendly, right? Now Windows operating system is the most popular graphical user interface. Example is Windows. Okay, Windows operating system that uses graphical user interface, right? So next time we will see the different features of the Windows, right? So this is the description about operating system, hardware, software, how CPU will work, and how operating system will help CPU. That we learned. We also learned regarding user interfaces, two types of user interface, command line, CLI, and GUI, that is graphical user interface. Okay. After that, after this lesson, I will give you photographs, okay, of these topics. Okay, you can write each and every notes in your CW. Okay.